Alright, welcome back to the Crabby. Today we're going to be playing La Isla, which is a Steffenfeld game, and it has a pretty pasted on theme here. I'm not going to lie, it pretty much resembles more of a stock commodity game with multi-use cards more than anything else. The theming is that we're going to the jungles, try to collect the animals, but they're just like stocks. Alright, so before we start, three things like usual. Please like, subscribe, and comment on my YouTube channel. That'll be amazing. Let's go. Alright, so this is going to be a three-player game. I'm going to be red playing against black and white. So it is a multi-use card game. Every single round you're going to be dealt 3 cards. Now, I am going to be showing you a variant, alright? Because if you're playing the base game, you're going to be dealt 3 cards. You have to decide what you're doing with those 3 cards. You have to use all 3, and then you keep going, right? But there could be some luck in the cards on what you're drawing. So the variant I like to use is you draw 4 cards instead of 3, mitigate some of that luck. Or if you don't mind playing a very long game, you can even play the draft method where you deal 4 out to every player and you draft, but that takes considerably much longer. So I'm just going to deal out 4 cards to every player. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so let's look at our board and see what we're going to do. All right, so this is our player board here. You have 5 guys that start off under number C. You're given one of these sort of stock. I'm just going to call them stocks for the rest of the game, but animal type stocks, whatever. So this larger chit compared to the board chits, they're much bigger and they count as 2 stocks of that animal type. You got the resource cubes. These are used to put your guys out on the board, and this is your player board. All right, so you're given 4 cards. You need to slot 1 card under A, 1 card under B, and 1 card under D, and then you're going to discard the other card. The card that you put under A is going to be a special power, so you're going to look at the top of the card. And it says if something happens, then you'll gain a resource, or you'll move up the track, or you'll do something. B, the card that you place here, you're just going to get the resource that's in the bottom left. All right. And the card that you put under D is you're going to raise the stock of the animal that you have in the bottom right. All right. So here I got a couple of these animals. I got a frog and I got a dodo bird. All right. So what do I want to do with these cards? All right. So looking at my cards here, I give it a quick look. The first thing you probably want to do is pick which card you want the ability for. It is early in the game, so I'm going to look for abilities that give me extra cubes, sort of engine building style. You want to get some cube generation stuff going, so you get some free placement later on with your explorers. There's also the ones to give you points. These ones raise the stocks, but I don't know where I'm going to be going up on tracks just yet, so I don't want to put these in. So I'm probably going to place this one under slot A, for example. So we'll do this. All right, so now which one do I want to get a resource for? You know what? Looking at this board, all right, because I was given a pink chit here, maybe I want to collect more pink chits. And you know, it's something you probably should be doing at the start of the game is sort of realize where you want to sort of grab some stuff. I think what I'm going to do is focus mostly on this area here where there's a lot of orange, a lot of pink, and a lot of the, I don't know what these are, mouse chits, so gray. So those are the 3 sort of animals I'm going to be collecting a lot if I stay in this area. Okay, so in that case, if I want to place around here, I'm going to look for green, brown, yellow, white cubes, so I can put my explorer. So let's see, where do I want to place first? Well, I got this. If I want to use this as my ability, which is place a guy on a tent. Let's see, a tent, there's a brown here. There's a green there, but I don't have a green chit, which is not good. Is there another tent around somewhere? There's one here, but that's out of where I want to go. So I probably won't take advantage of my ability right off the start of the game, which is fine. I'll probably use it in round 2. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is let's go for a brown one, just so I can put a guide there, and then I'll branch off from there. Okay, so let's go get a brown resource. All right, and then which track do I want to go up? Probably this one. Dodo birds are not going to be useful for me. So let's get rid of this card. Everyone's going to have an extra card because I'm playing with the variant. And I'm going to play it here. All right, now all the players are going to do this step at the same time. All right, and everyone's going to do step A at the same time. Because what you, A and B at the same time. So what you're going to do with A is you're going to slot that card to get their special power. All right, you're going to have 3 slots for special powers. Step 2, again, you get the cube. So I'm going to go get a brown cube here. Add it to my supply. Then you can discard this card. All right, and then step C, everyone does in turn order. So now because I'm first player, I'll play first. All right, and what you're gonna do is cost 2 resources of the same type to place on that of the map. So you're gonna take one of your explorers, take 2 of your resources. It is brown. Pay 2 brown, and place your explorer on a brown space. Any brown spaces you want. All right, it's gonna go there, or there, or there, wherever you like. Now, the whole point of placing explorers is when you completely surround an area where the animals are, you're gonna get that chit. All right, and FYI, a little hint: the number in it inside tells you how many explorers you have to have around it. So there's a 3 here. You're gonna need an explorer here, here, and here. You're gonna surround, and then you're gonna pick up the chit. Right? And you don't take your explorers back, they stay on the board. Eventually, when all 5 are out there, you'll be moving them around. All right, so let me do that for all the other players, and I'll be back for phase C. All right, so I did the other 2 players' turns. White placed the explorer here, did their stuff. Black placed an explorer here. Both of them got stuff, so he's gonna get 2 points every time he plays a guy on the outside of the board. So he got 2 points, and he's gonna get an extra cube every time he gets placed in a brown space. Okay. So there you go. That was phase A, B, and C. We're all done. Now we're all going to do phase D at the exact same time. So I'm going to go up this hamster. Somebody else picked the exact same animal. And the third player played the mosquito. All right, now, when you play this, you get a point for each of those chits that you have in that animal. But guess what? None of us have those animals in our supply just yet. We just started the game. And none of them match our 2-point chit. So let's just move them up the track. 1, 2, and the last one was the mosquito, which is 3 there. And let's just get rid of those cards, and there you go. That was the first round of the game. Pretty simple. All right, so let's go to round 2. All right, so round 2, you're gonna do the same thing every round. You're gonna grab 4 cards off the top of the deck. I mean, there's so many cards in this deck, by the way, that you can hand each player their own micro deck to draw from. Might just make the drawing a little faster. All right, so let me draw my cards. Oh, look at that. So one thing that I really want to do this round is to take advantage of my ability here is to place a guy in a 10th space, and I'll get a cube of my choice. There's a 10 space right over here. All right, so I might want to place on a green or get a green cube so I can place a guy there. Other 10s around the board, there's a place right over here. I mean, I could place right over here as well and pick up this chit, and it'll give me a cube as well. But you know what? Because I was given the green cube and I wasn't given the white cube, pretty simple. I'm going to place one of these as my my cube. But since I have the choices, what do I want to place as my ability card? All right, so this is when playing it in the second area here, you can score 2 points, very similar to the card the black player played. Here's every time I get a brown cube, in phase B, I'll get 2 points. This is whenever I put in a bag space, I'll get a cube. And this is whenever I think I gain a mosquito chit, I'll get a cube as well. You know what? Let's just keep that engine going at the beginning of the game. Keep getting some cubes. Let's put this out. So it's going to be my A. Let's see. Again, looking at the animals that I have here, a couple of frogs and a puma or panther, whatever that is. I'm not going to have any of those chits no matter what. So it doesn't really matter which one I raise up. You know, just to even things out, I'll probably raise up the frog, because I'm probably going to try to pick up all the frogs pieces that are around here later in the game. So let's use this one as my D, and I'll pick up a green cube, so it doesn't really matter which card I play. So let's just get rid of this. Let's play this. Now the other players are all going to do the exact same thing. When everyone's ready, we're going to show our cards, and then let's just get to it. All right, remember, A and B, you can all do it at the same time. So I'm going to place this here. B, I'm going to get a green cube, pretty much discard this card. All right, now let's see. Oh, by the way, this is the first player marker, and at the end of the round, it goes on to the next player. All right, so technically it's white who's the first player. Now, in general, turn order shouldn't matter that much. Just if you guys are fighting for the same chit that's on the board, then it might matter, because I could place my guy first, get the chit before the next guy places his guy, and so on and so on. But at the start of the game, you're not going to have that situation very often, so you can all just play at the same time for the first like 5 or 6 rounds. All right, so let me just do my turn here. I'm gonna play a guy. I think I'm gonna play it on the 10th space, so I'm gonna use the double green. Use the double green. Place a guy. I'm gonna go over here, and again, because remember my ability, here you go. Place a guy on a 10th. I'm gonna get a few cube. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go get a white cube. So that next turn I can go here, place a guy here, I'll pick up this chit, and I'll get another free cube, right? Because it's another 10 space. So let me get a white. Voila. Goes into my supply. And there you go. Now everyone's going to do their turn, but again, we're not going to collide for the first few turns. And then I'm going to raise my frog track, and I have no frog token, so I'm not going to be gaining any points. So I'll just do that now, just to save some time. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do everyone's turn. I'll come back for round 3. All right, so there you go. That's the end of round 2. As you can see, black placed over here, white placed over here, trying to get some of these chits. And let's get to the next round. All right, so you get the method now. You can always draw your cards and just play them in your tableau. All right, so let's see what I have useful right now. Another of these Explorer on there. It's sort of the same thing. This sign means move up any of the purple octagonal discs that you want. This scores me some points. And this is actually, well, now because I'm playing with the variant, normally when you only draw 3 cards, this one is useful because it gives you an extra slot to play a card, and then you sort of have to get the other card where you can get up to 4 cards, but I just like to not play with this card. Just make sure it's not in the deck and just replace it. All right, so no worries there. So let's see, which ability do I want? Do I want to start gaining points now, or do I want to actually get some more cubes? I think I want to put this one out for now. You know, just for fun. So I have 3 of the, I think 4 different symbols to get extra cubes. So let's put that here. Let's see, what cube do I want to put there on? Let's see, I have pretty much all the symbols. I'm going to have a bottle, a bag, and a tent. So I can put either here or here. I'll pick up some chits, even a bottle here. So you know what? I have these symbols. So my next 2 placements should be over here. So I'll try to get a gray cube and a white cube. I have both. And in my supply, I already have double white. So I guess for the cube that I want, I'll put gray. And unfortunately, again, looking at my cards, I still don't pick up the 1 chit that I have, the Puma. So I can never raise them up and get some points, which kind of sucks. But it looks like I am going to start getting some of these hamster ones, right? I'm going to get this one, and maybe I'll get this one over here. You know, it's better than the mosquitoes. There's no mosquitoes near me. So, you know, let me put this one as my slot D. All right, and of course my last card, just toss it in the garbage. All right, so again, all the players are going to do that at the same time. So let's just activate. This one's going to go into my slot. Now I'm the type of guy, when I build my engines, I like to generate a ton of resources type of thing and then change it around to points later on. All right, so everyone does that. Then everyone does B. So I'm going to go get a gray cube. Gray cube. Discard, discard. All right, then I'm going to spend 2 to place. I guess I'll start with the bag spot right over here. So let's spend 2 gray. Place 1 guy right over here. All right, so this is the first time I'm getting a chit. You're gonna see what happens. The number, like I mentioned at the start here, tells you how many guys you have to surround it with. So it's 2. So it's a guy here and a guy here. That's 2. So I'm gonna get the chit, and you're gonna score points equal to that number. All right, so it's going to be just 2 points, 1, 2. All right, but this is going to go to my supply. All right, now, these tokens, all right, you're trying to do sort of a set collection thing. For each set you have, you'll score 10 points, and then each one will then count for, as you can see, their commodity price at the end of the game. All right, and then I'm going to raise the hamster. I'm going to have no chits of that, so let me just raise it, which is this one. So that's going to give me no points. All right, so let me go do the other player's turn. I'll come back for the start of round 4. All right, so start of round 4, I believe. My 4 cards. Yeah, you can see here, white is expanding down here. Black is expanding over here. We all got a chit last turn. And the commodities went up, as you can see. So everyone's at 6, but I'm still at 2 points. So I'm a bit lagging behind. All right, now, what something special is going to happen in round 4. As you can see, you only have space for 3 abilities. So starting from round 4 and going forward, you're going to be always replacing one of your special abilities. All right, so your sort of engine's always going to be in flux, changing what you want to do, you know, as the game goes on. And probably halfway through the game, you're going to want to like pivot, try to get as many points as possible, or have some couple of cards that always work well together, so you can always change that 3rd card. So let's see what I got here. This icon here means when I place a guy where somebody else already is there, I'm going to get 2 points or whatever it may be. In a 3-player game, might work out better in a 4-player game, and in a 3-player game, we're all in our separate corners, so that's not likely going to happen. This is whenever I raise the dodo bird, I'm going to score 2 points. Here's I can make a gray equal any color cube I want. And here's whenever I collect the beige cube, I'm going to collect an extra one. Now, this would have been a good combo if one of my other cards were giving me a beige cube, but it kind of sucks right now. Now, is there any other card that I want to raise? You know what? I think for sure I'm going to keep this card to raise the stock of this animal. Oops, I did forget to get rid of this card last turn. Let's get rid of this. All right, so I got one in place here. Now, what do I want to do as my ability? So I got a couple of whites and a yellow. So probably what I want to do for sure this round is place my, with a white cube, place my explorer there so I can collect 2 chits because I'm going to have this section finished, which is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll get that. And then I'll have this section finished as well. So I'll get 2 chits and score 6 points. All right, so what I want to do, I think maybe I'm going to install this as the ability, and then I'll pick up a gray cube, which is going to be wild anyway. So let's do that. So let's do this, and then this. And all right, let's get to it here. By the way, this is I'm first player this round. So let's replace the, let's see, I want to keep the 10th for sure because I'm going to be placing on a 10th this round. Next turn, I'll probably cover up the 10th, but let's see, bags and bottles. Let's see, there's bags here, there's bags, sorry, bottle here, bottle here. There's no bags near me actually, so let's cover up the bags. So let's cover up this one here. Then I'm gonna get a gray cube. Let's get that there. Get rid of this card. All right, since I'm first player, I might as well play, so I'm gonna use up 2 white cubes. Place an explorer right over here. All right, that's going to give me these 2 chits. That's going to score me 6 points, 4 for here and 2 for here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get these 2 things over here. So I'm really trying to get the purples up. So probably every single round I'm going to try to get a Panther card or Puma card down here to raise the stock. All right, so that was my placement. Then I'm going to go to this phase here. Usually everyone would do this, but we're not close to each other just yet, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to go up the track. Boom. And I'm going to score points equal to how many of those chits that I have. So it's actually going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, because these count as 2. So score an extra 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so there you go. So now everyone's going to do the same thing. I'll be back for the next round. All right, so starting from now, I'm just going to go through the paces and try to get the game over as quickly as possible. Black played a guy thing there. Actually, white, interestingly enough, there's an interesting rule. If you don't place a worker, because whether you cannot afford it or you don't want to, you can take any resource you want from the supply. All right, because they were looking for a yellow one. They didn't get any yellow cards, so they're going to try to place one this round here and get the tokens like I did last round. All right, so I already got my cards. You know the drill. Let's get to it here. I already looked at them a little bit. I think what I'm going to do is use the bottle ability here because I'm going to probably place it there. Although I could play this one instead, which might be a little better. So this one is place it in yellow, get a cube of my choice. But I also do remember want to look at the animals, and I do want to raise the stock of this. So I'm going to place this one for sure on D. Let's do that for sure. That's going to happen. And between these two, you know what? Let's make it cost less. Let's do that as the ability. All right, because I got a bottle here and I got a bottle there. By the way, you can never have 2 of the exact same abilities up here. Right? Like for example, I can't have this if I already have it up there. All right, so these are different even though they both trigger on placing in bottle. And then as my cube, let's go get a looking at the board, I think I'm gonna go get a white one. So when I place it here, I'm gonna go also get the Puma that's here. Although I do want to start diversifying, because remember, for every set of animals, you're gonna get 10 points, which is quite a bit. All I'm doing is collecting Pumas over and over again. So yeah, let's go for the white. So I go here. All right, so let's me run my engine. So let's place this. I think what I'm gonna do is replace the gray ability here. This one's gonna get me a white cube. All right. You know, again, we're not really close to each other, so we can all do this at the exact same time right now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place this guy on a bottle spot. So the bottle spot costs me 1 less cube, so it's only gonna cost me 1. So I'm gonna pay 1 yellow. All right, to place it over here. And by placing it in a bottle spot, it's going to get me a cube back. So what I think I'm going to do is I might as well get another white. So next turn, if I place a cube here, it's going to give me this one and this one. All right, so let's go grab a white. There you go. Put in my supply. So I'm already good to go next round. And then finally, raise my Puma up once. Let's do this. Puma. It's this one goes up, and I'm going to score again 4 points. So basically, every time I make it go up, I'm going to score minimum 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so let me do everyone else's turn. Come back for next round. All right, so black is, did pretty much what I did 2 turns ago. He got here, he scored a bunch of different points, pretty much catching up. White place it over here. Next turn, I'll probably place here to pick up some more tokens. And let's get to the next round. So let's look at my next 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Do I get any more Puma cards? I did not. So I'm gonna have to decide which one I want to raise. All right, so this round I'm gonna see if I can get yellows or whites. So sort of come down here to try to get these tokens over here, probably. I can get another Puma, I can get some frogs. So let's go up on the let's see, I'm probably still gonna go up more on the frog track more than anything else. Let me use this as my stock manipulator. Oh, and by the way, you're gonna notice that I don't have any more explorers. That means that when I have to use them, I gotta move them, unless I use a special ability that gives me an extra guy, but I don't have one, so that's not gonna happen. All right, so which ability do I want? This is the Puma, raise any track that I want, kind of garbage right now. Browns equals nothing, kind of garbage. Or this one, if I put in the rope spot, score 3 points. Let's see, ropes. I mean, there's one there. There's not really ropes around me. So I'll probably slot it in with this one and then pretty much covered up the turn after. So let me use this as my ability. Sometimes you're just gonna have to make some sacrifices. So that's that. And let's see. You know what? I can spend a round and not play an explorer this round just to get a resource chit, because I don't really want to place one right now. Actually, no, you know what? I will play it there so I get these 2 chits here. You know what? Never mind. I take it back. So which chit do I want to get? Let's go for... There's really no green around me unless I want to go all the way up there or over here on the ropes. So let's go with another white one. All right, let's get rid of this card. All right, so this one I'm going to slot it in over, let's see, tents. There's really no tents around me. Oops, wrong camera. There's no tents around me, so might as well cover that up. All right, next I'm going to get a white cube. Get rid of this card. All right, next, where do I want to place? Get my 2 white cubes. Get rid of that. Now I have to move an explorer. So I think what I'm going to do is move this one down here. All right, that's going to give me a couple of things. This one's going to be taken. Oops, it's going to be this one. These are 2 different spots, by the way, in the middle. There's 2 white spots, 2 green spots, 2 gray, 2 brown, and 2 yellow. Sorry, this one was here. So this one's going to give me this chit here. And as you can see here, it's also going to give me this chit right over here. All right, so in total, that's going to be 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Add these to my supply. So it looks like I'm doing nothing but catching hamsters and pumas. All right. Just want those 2 tracks to go up as high as humanly possible. So let me sort them like this. All right, so I did this. Then I'm going to move up the frogs. I have absolutely no frog token, so let's just move up frog like that. All right, so let me do the other 2 players' turn. I'll come back for next round. All right, so just a small recap here. Black went here. He's collecting a lot of frogs, went up the frog track, so I think he's going to try to raise this as much as he can. And white is, hovering along, getting some stuff here. It's odd. Usually you want to collect the stuff in the middle first because it's easier and then work your way out. It's weird that the way I started it, where everyone on the outside, so we're all in our little areas, not really interacting with each other. All right, so next round, let's grab 4. Now my next round might be very uneventful because I don't have really much cubes. So when I get to this phase here, I may just pass to get an extra cube of my choice, because I do want 2 yellows to place my next cube here so I can get this one and then maybe get this one here so I can get these 2. So I'm gonna get these 3 chits as fast as I can. Because I don't have any mosquitoes, so I try to get at least 1 set. Yeah, work from there. So let me look at my cards. Remember, I always wanted to slot in a Puma as my thing because that is my route to victory, to raise that as much as I can. So I'm definitely going to put this as my D. So put that there. Think I do want to collect yellow, remember, to get a cube there. So I'm going to slot this as my B for sure. And what do I want to put as my power? I don't think it really matters because I'll just overwrite it no matter what. So let me just put this one here. Whatever. Doesn't really matter. Put this one here and discard the last card. Now we're all going to go in turn order. This one's going to get slotted in. I think I'm going to put it on top of this card. All right, next I'm going to get a yellow cube. Next, I'm going to forego moving an explorer, so I'm going to get another cube. So I might as well get another yellow one. And then this one I'm going to raise up on the Puma track. Goes up there. And I'm going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, that was my turn. Let me go do the rest. All right, so black placed here, got some more. Actually, black, all kinds of points because these two animals were exactly the same. And he got the card where he gets 3 points for each of those animal styles, 6 points plus another 6 points for the 2 spots here, ton of points, plus the going up the track, even more points. So he's way ahead at this point. Yellow placed the guy here, got his 6 points, got his 2 more tokens, and let's get to it. So next round, I forget what number we're at now at this point. This is the one that lets you draw an extra card. You know what? Since I'm already drawing 4, let's just replace that card. You know, normally you would only draw 3. With that ability, you would draw your 4th. Anyway, I could slot it in and draw 5, but it's kind of overkill. So, oh, this is the one that lets you put out an extra guy. I want to slot this in for sure. And this is permanent, right? If you slot it in, you get the extra guy from the supply, and then you can slot over this the next round. So this is a really useful card. So I'm going to use this as my ability for sure. Put that as my A. Let's see, what cube do I want to get? Let's see, I'm going to go yellow for sure there. Unfortunately, I don't have green. I really want to get green so that I can go here and then get all these chits over here with the, so I'll get all these 3. See, gray or brown? See, there's no gray really around me to make combos, right? There's gray here, gray here. It's not really helping me out. So I guess I'm going to go for getting a brown cube. Let's put that there. And again, actually, wait, take that back. Puma, but always on the D, because my other cards don't help. And the cube that I get doesn't really matter. They're both exactly the same. So I guess I'm getting a gray cube. All right, let's put that like that. All right, so let's do this. I'm gonna take this. Let me go. Actually, wait. When I get a gray cube, I can go up any track that I want. This is a gray cube. So you know what? Let me keep that for now. The bottle ones are not gonna help me out unless. Oh, I would have only needed 1 green. So you know what? Let me keep the one that makes it cost less. So let me replace this one. Boom, like that. All right, now this one activates. It gets me my guy right away. So I get another guy on my supply. Then this one. Get a gray, let me get a gray cube. All right, but when I do, I move up the track of my choice. Let me go up on the Puma track, and anytime you go up on this track, you always score the points. So I'm gonna go 5 points again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my goal every time, 5 points, 5 points, 5 points. You know, maybe get this Puma, 6 points every time. Very useful. So that was this one. Next, I think I'm gonna play double yellow. To put this guy out. I think I'm going to put it right over here. That's going to give me the frog, which is going to give me 3 more points. 1, 2, 3. Hello, black. How are you? All right, that's going to be my first frog. So for a comb, I'm still pretty far from getting a set. The set is the 5 different animals in the game. So almost there. So there you go, there you go. And then finally, go up on the Puma. It's going to go up, and again, another 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is gone. And there you go. Let's go to the next guy. All right, so that was the end of that round. So black placed here, got some more tokens. White, don't even remember what the hell they did. I think they went here and collected some more tokens. So they caught up quite a bit. So let's start the new round. Let's get 4 cards. By the way, every single round, we do have to keep track of when the game's going to end. So we have to reach 9. Remember, 9 points worth of the stocks going up here. So this is a 1. This is a 2. This is a 2. This is a 0. And this is a 1. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're at 6 of 9. All right, so 3 more points of these things going up, and it's going to trigger the end of the game. All right, so let's look at my 4 cards. Again, this type of cards, just get rid of it and replace it with another one. So I have here greens are wild. Whenever I collect brown, collect another brown. Unfortunately, and this one's collect white, collect 2 points. Unfortunately, I don't have those colors in my display, so kind of useless right now. Maybe I'm going to start slotting in because there's 3 to 5, 6-ish more rounds left, even less probably. Maybe I'm going to start slotting in some of the point valued ones. So maybe I'm definitely for sure going to put the bottle because I do want to place it here so I get those 2 chits. So I'm going to place this as my A. Although it is my only, sorry, it is my only Puma card. Oh no, so these are tough decisions. What do I do? You know what? I still rather raise my stock of Puma. I just got to keep doing it because it is giving me five points every time. It's very useful. So let's do that. So instead, let me slot in. I guess I don't have a choice. I'm going to slot one in to get a yellow cube. Unfortunately, I don't have a green cube, so I'm going to have to probably pass a turn. I won't be able to put any guys out. So let me just put this in as the ability, and then I'll get a yellow cube. So I'm going to put a yellow cube, get the ability, get rid of this card. My turn is going to be really fast. This one, slot it into here. This one, give me a yellow cube. This one, don't put any guys out, so it's going to give me another cube. I'm going to go for green. And then this one's going to raise my commodity. Remember, it gets 6 points or 5 points. I'll go up here. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, there you go. Fast turn. Let me go do the other guys, and I'll be right back. So I did raise it by another 1. So remember, 2, 4, 6, 7. So 7 of 9. So it could actually end next turn. All right, let me see if the other guys raise it up anymore. All right, we're almost done. Huge push by white. We're tied here in the lead, and black's right behind us. So 4 cards for black, 4 for white, and see what we get. So I don't know what I think I want to go here for sure to grab these 2, but I'm still going to be missing a dodo bird for a set, and I do need at least 1 set because the other guys are either have a set or they're working towards their second set. So I'm gonna have to go here and then maybe race over here so I can grab this easy placement here for a dodo. There's not many guys left on the board or dodos left on the board, so I'm gonna go here and then try to place down here, type of thing. So yeah, let's get to it here. All right, so ability. Let's see, do I get any Pumas in my hand? No, I didn't get any Pumas, so that kind of sucks. All right, so what do I want to raise? Let's go at least for the hamsters, I guess. Yeah, so let's go up on the hamsters. I think what I'm gonna do is use this card here as my D slot. Let's see, for ability, let's see, tents. I mean, there's no tents around here anyways. Is there anything that lets me go up on the track? Let's see, for white or for yellow. I do want to place here eventually, or maybe over here to get the dodo. So maybe I'll install one of these 2 so I can raise the track of my Pumas. So let me put, see, these are yellow. Let me put the green one here as the ability, and then I'll use the yellow one as the cube that I'm going to put next to it. All right, so let's put something like so. Although it might make more sense if I did it this way. So at least I'll have the white cube to put this so I can raise the Pumas next turn. So something like this, and then get rid of this card. Let's get rid of this. All right, so what do I want to replace? Plus it gives me 2 points this way. Maybe that makes a lot more sense. So let's do it like this, because I can just cover up that extra worker now with no problem. Remember, this one's gonna give me a white with 2 points. Let's get a white here. 1, 2. Anything else? Nope. So got my cube. I can get rid of this card. Now place my guy. Now I do want to place on a bottle spot, so I only need 1 green. So I'm gonna pay my green. I'm gonna move this guy over here. All right, that's going to give me these 2 tokens. That's going to give me an extra 6 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There you go. Cross the zeros space. Add these 2 guys to my tableau. Ton of pumas. And then my last thing is raise my the hamster, and that's going to go up only by 2. I'm only going to gain 2 points for that. Raise the hamster and go 1, 2. All right, so again, 2, 4, 6, 7. Oh boy, 2 more. So technically, if they make the dodo go up and the hamster go up this turn, then the game's gonna end because we're gonna be at 9. I doubt that's gonna happen, so the next turn might be the last turn of the game. But let me do the other 2 turns. I'll be right back. All right, so that was the last. Sorry, just a recap of the last turn here. Black went here. He went up a bunch on the tracks here. Now we're at 8, as you can see. 2, 4, 6, 8. This one's still at 0, so it's not the end of the game. Next round is going to be the end of the game for sure. I mean, they're going to either raise this one up, or the dodo's going to go up, or something's going to go up. We just need 1 extra point to end the game. Where did white go? I think white went over here to get a bunch of bonuses for being the same space as somebody else. They'll probably get this dodo next turn. And there you go. So let's do it. Next round, or last round. 4, 4, 4. All right, let's see what's gonna happen last round of the game. Hopefully I get a Puma card. Do I get a Puma card? There you go, Puma. So I'm just gonna slot this in right away as my D. It's a no-brainer. I don't even have to look at the abilities. Well, if I get a Puma, I get a cube of my choice. That's not useful. Mosquito. So what do I want to do this round? I mean, there's not much I can do. There's no way for me to get a chit no matter what. There's nowhere I can move somebody. Yeah, even if I put a guy here, I put a guy here, or put a guy here, it's not going to happen. So I can hope that I go an extra round. Sure. So let's put this as my ability, because I'm going to move the Puma up. And then let's get a... let's get a gray cube or a brown cube. Let's get a... I do need a yellow cube actually, because if I want to place it here this round, the next round after that I want to place it here. So let's get a... doesn't really matter. Let's get a brown cube instead. Alright, so there you go. That's my display. Let's put this up here to replace this one. Let's get my brown cube here. Let's spend, I wanted to do this, right? So let's spend 2 white, 2 whites. That's gonna allow me to move this guy over here. And that, remember, I get to move up on the track. I'm definitely gonna move up this one here. That's gonna score me 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, huge. It's not going to give me any things on the board though. If I can place a chit here, that'll be gigantic. That'll make me win the game for sure, but probably won't get to that point. And then again, raise the Puma again. Boom, another 6 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so there you go. Let me see if that's the end of the game. I'm going to do the other players' turns. I'll be right back. All right, well, there you have it. That's going to be the end of the game. The tracks are 2 plus 3 is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So we're past the 9 value for 3 players. So let's go straight to end game scoring. If you look at the rule book, you're only going to score 3 things. You're going to have your sets, all right, 10 points per set. Then you're going to count your commodities, so how many you have times where they are on the track, and any cubes you have left over, 3 per cube. I already did that for my board. Not very impressed with what I have. I didn't even complete 1 set, and that's probably going to be my downfall. I really did need to finish that 1 set. So I ended up with 22 extra points. You know, just to give you an idea, no sets, so no 10 points. Then each of these are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 2 is 12. You know, you're going to do that for all of them. This is going to be 2 times 2. And then this is going to be 1 times 2. And then this is going to be 1 times 3. All right, you can do all that. I did my calculation. That's an extra 22 points. The white player got an extra 36, and the black player got 44 just because of 2 sets. So he starts off with already 20 points. Calculate all this stuff. Actually, I didn't even add his extra resources. That's an extra 2. So that's 46 points. So he's You know, he's gonna win the game because he's above me by 24 points, and he's only behind me by like 15 or so. So he's gonna end up winning. So black's gonna take it wherever he is on the track. Doesn't really matter. And actually, the difference between me and white is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points, but he's destroying me by 14. So white's gonna finish in second somewhere, and then I'm gonna finish in last place. So you do really want to get that, at least that one set to sort of boost up your points. Well, there you go. There's La Isla.